Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another exciting day in mathematics. Warm-up 17's on the screen. Let's get started, please. I see a lot of fresh faces. That means you've been up for a while already. Let's go. Oh, yeah, we got this, huh, Nick? All right, warm-up 17 on the screen. Let's get started. Let's go. And by the way, today's session is going to go a little fast, so everybody go like this really quick. Bear with me. Wow, be nice. Bear with me. My goodness. Well, I work on solar power, so I'm good. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? Camila's ready. Let's go. All right, here we go. Look up to the screen. Reminder on those mobile devices. Make sure they're put away. Okay. Y'all ready? Yes? Adam, you ready? Are you sure? All right, here we go. So, measures of central tendency, what are they? Mean, also known as mu or x bar. Median, and mode. All right. So, in order to find that, I need to write these in ascending order. 1, 4, 4, 4, 7, 9, 13. Are we there so far? All right. So with that said, the mean. Let's go with Mr. Q since it's Monday. Let's go. So 13 plus 7 is 20. 9 plus 1, that's 10. That's 30. Plus 12, that's 42. Divided by 7, that is 6. No calculators needed. Come on now. It's squeezy. Not too easy, it's squeezy. Yeah, we good? All right. Next. Median. Focus, please. Median is down the middle, so the median is 4. Mode. Which one repeats the most? 4. They're asking us for the IQR. What is that, Mr. Q? It's the range of Q3 and Q1. So, with that said, what is Q1? Q1 is here, so that is 4. Q3 is 9. So therefore, Q3 minus Q1, that is 9 minus 4, that is 5. That is our IQR. Focus, people, focus. I know your brain right now is all over the place because you've been up early for a difference, some of you. Me, it's a normal for me, so I'm on like Donkey Kong. Love that. Go to number 3. Look up, please. I'm going to do a best fit line. Focus. It's going through 2 points, and we have 3 points up. I'll stop. Give me a second. One of my major pet peeves, one of them, I have like a handful of them, but one of them is when people talk over me. Especially when I'm instructing. Okay, we good now? All right, here it goes. Best fit line has to go at least through 2 points if possible, and have at least some on top and some points below that is pretty even. So 3 above, 3 below, there it is. So I start off with y equals mx plus b. Y equals blank x blank. And then I start with my y-intercept. Where does it intercept the y? At positive 2. I need a slope, so I'm going from here to up here. So that means this y value, I'm going all the way up to here. So how many steps up? That's 3. From there, I need to make a right turn. and I go from 1 all the way to 5, that means that's 4 steps, so my slope is 3 over 4, and that's my equation. All right, let me send you a code so you can send me your warm-up. All right, copy the agenda. Warm-up number 17, done. Statistics and probability. Tonight's home play is 6 problems only. And you will be able to finish those here in class. Just stay focused. Make sure you stay on the ball. Like I said, it's going to go pretty fast. It's fairly simple, but today's going to be our formal introduction to statistics. Formal introduction to statistics. We've been doing a lot of foundational stuff, which is good, but it's trying to get us where we need to be in regards to our introduction for today. Books, we might get those. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're getting our textbooks for statistics. Yeah. You can use them for self-defense. They're pretty heavy. They're like this thick, yeah? Yeah. That's good. No, you're going to leave them at home. You're going to be leaving them at home. Yeah. Tomorrow. Yeah, either tomorrow or Wednesday. All right, y'all ready? All right. So, with that said, thank you for sending in your warm-up. For access to tonight's home play, copy this code, please. JH495. 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 Do what? Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I got you. Oh, yeah. All right, let's go, Trey. Nice. Yeah. All right, here we go. Home plate's going to look like this. Look up. And if you notice, no longer do you see almost any numbers. Yeah, we're heading on to statistics, which require a lot of understanding, and you have the code to access that. Once again, put away those mobile devices. Appreciate that. Copy this objective at the bottom left. You do need a Fourier model. Get one ready, please. And it reads, I can differentiate descriptive and inferential statistics. I can differentiate descriptive and inferential statistics. I can differentiate descriptive and inferential statistics. Well, first of all, the word statistics we've been talking about. However, today I'm going to give you a formal introduction using the Fourier model. However, the word differentiate. Differentiate means that you know the difference from one thing to the other. What's the difference from one thing to the other? So we're going to be talking about 2 types of statistics, descriptive versus inferential. So at the end of the session, you'll be able to differentiate one from the other. Kind of like if I was to ask some of you, what's the difference between football and soccer? Some of you know the differences, and you would give a description of what's one versus the other. Okay? So, with that said, our main concept for today, what's our main concept for today? Tell your neighbor, main concept for today. Yeah, statistics. Today's going to be our formal introduction to the course, statistics. Even though we've been doing a lot of foundational stuff, that's getting us to where we need to be today. So, with that said, write that in your Fourier model. Definition, what are statistics? Statistics is the science of conducting studies to collect, organize, summarize, analyze, and draw conclusions from data. Once again, statistics, the science of conducting studies to collect, organize, summarize, analyze, and draw conclusions from data. Now think about all that. Have we been doing all that? Let me read it again. The science of conducting studies. Have I been giving you studies? Yes, but I don't call them studies. I just give you situations. To collect data, organize it, summarize it, analyze it, and draw conclusions from that data. Have we been drawing conclusions? Yes, Mr. Q. Of course, we've been doing all of that. Once again, statistics is the science of conducting studies to collect, organize, summarize, analyze, and draw conclusions from data. So, thinking caps on, here we go. Question. These past 4 weeks, think about it. How have we been organizing data? Think about it. How have we been organizing data? What different types of ways have we been organizing data? Talk to your neighbor. What different ways have we been organizing data? All right. Looks like Mia's got it. Very good, Mia. I see you. Rebecca's got it. I see you, Rebecca. Fernanda, I see you. Adam, I see you. Okay, okay. Nick. All right, so how have we been organizing data? Let's go over here with Nick. Give us one example of how we've been organizing data. Think about it. Graphs. Woo. Look up, people. Do those look like we've been organizing data? Yes. What are they? Box plots, best fit lines, frequency tables, bell curve. So copy one of those or two of those on your examples. And yeah, we've been doing that already from the beginning of the school year till now. Why? Because I wanted to give you the foundational stuff. That's a way of organizing data. Now, for some of y'all, you're going to get triggered right here with the none example. You're going to start like twitching. Tell your neighbor why this is a none example. None example. Tell your neighbor why that is a none example. Nick, pass someone. Why is that a non-example? Camila, why are these non-examples? What do you notice on these? There's no data, but I can argue that maybe there is, but what kind do we have here, though? Compared to what we've been doing in the beginning of the school year. There's graphs, okay, what kind of graphs? Help her out, Lali. No numbers, okay. I can argue that there are, but what kind of math is this? What kind of math is this, though? Not wow, Camila. Yes, this is not stat. This is algebra or pre-calculus stuff that we can go into if you guys want me to. No, you're good? Okay. Yeah. So that was covered already last year and the previous years with functions and such. All right. So statistics. What is it? Hashtag a science. What is it for? Hashtag studies. And what do we do with it? Hashtag data conclusions. Yes, we gather data and we come up with conclusions. Keyword here is science conclusions. All right. Oh, sorry. Let me send you the screen so you can send me your FAIR model so I can see your beautiful notes. There it is. Unless some of you are like, Mr. Q, my camera doesn't work. I said some of you. I didn't say any names. All right, here we go. So, you pause the music in the back, focus. So, a couple of weeks ago, I did a smooth introduction to data, and I said there's two types of data, categorical and quantitative. So, think about it. See if you remember. Categorical is what, and quantitative is what kind of data. Talk to your neighbor. What is categorical and what is quantitative? See if you remember. Categorical versus quantitative. All right. Let's see. Categorical. Let's go with Ethan. What is categorical data? Boys and girls data, yes, that's technically correct, but in the word that I gave you, categorical is what? Cannot be expressed with numbers. So he used boys and girls. Yeah, I get that. All right. Therefore, don't write this down. You already know this. This is just like a quick introduction. So if that's categorical, remind your neighbor what is quantitative. Yes, exactly. It can be expressed with numbers. So an example of categorical will be your favorite color. If I would ask you guys your favorite color, that's categorical. However, quantitative could be winning the lotto, right? Getting those numbers. Imagine. That would be crazy, right? So anyways, we're heading in this direction. I'm going to be introducing something called variables in statistics. And basically, variables is what gives it a characteristic for whatever data is being collected. And the other one's called random variable, when we assign a random variable to some of the data. Okay? So, with that said, look at that. All right. So what do you call that when you go to Costco and you're going to get what? Samples. Well, guess what? Statistics, many times when they collect statistics from all of us, they collect it many times in samples because it's easier to collect in smaller portions. Smaller portions. See what I did there? Yeah, and let me tell you why. Like some of y'all that have those apps in your cell phones, guess what? When you add the app to your phone, you are allowing them to collect data from you. Oh, yeah, automatically. So, what's that? Yeah, the phone can hear you, yes. From time to time, believe it or not, you're going to see your phones when you have your I guess, your maps on, the little map icon on. From time to time, if you look at your phone, that little icon turns on at the top, and then it goes away. Guess what? They're collecting data from you to see where you're at. They're pinging that data. So anyways, that's part of that. So here we go. Today we're going to be looking at two types of data collection. The first type is known as population. It's known as what? Population, which means what? All subjects. It's called population. The second type, look up, is called a sample, which is a smaller section of the entire population. Now I'm going to be using the little red circle over here. So once again, for population, I'm going to be using the big oval. And for the sample, I'm going to be using the red circle. Okay? So here it goes. I'm going to do one problem together with you guys. Don't copy this, just to see where we're at and how you understand this. Here we go. So data collection is done both ways, either by population, which means what? All subjects, or by sample, which means what? A smaller group from the entire population. Okay, so here we go. Look up to the screen. Ready? Here goes two situations. Number one, students at Imperial High were asked for their favorite food. Think about it. Students at Imperial High were asked for their favorite food. Okay. Situation number two, students that eat lunch from Imperial High were given vote priority of their favorite food. So think about it. Which one is population and which one is sample? Talk it over your neighbor. Which one is population and which one is sample? Talk it over your neighbors. Which one is population? Which one is sample? Actually, it's not. Um, Pretty good, pretty good. Let's see. Go back here. Go with number 1. What should we qualify number 1 to be? Let's go with Luis Velasquez. What do you think? What is number 1? Population or sample? He said population. Let's see. Students at Imperial High School were asked for their favorite food. What students? All students, so that means yes, that one goes right here. That is correct. So look at this one. Students that eat lunch from Imperial High School. Do all of you eat lunch here? No. Well, some of you bring your own. Somebody brings you something. So that means it does not include everybody, so that one goes right there. Is everybody getting there? Yeah? All right, let's go to another one. Here we go. Example number 1Q. Copy this one on your notes, please. Example 1Q, copy the whole thing, and it reads, A, total voting residents in the city of Imperial. B, total residents in the city of Imperial, and draw your diagram, and I want you to write which one belongs to which. I'll give you some time. Copy and go. You got it? All right, here we go. So example 1Q, it said, total voting residents in the city of Imperial and total residents in the city of Imperial. So let's go with part A. What is this? Where does this one belong? Let's go with Maddie. What do you think A is? Population or sample? A. Sample. Hands if you agree with sample. That is correct. Why, Mr. Q? Because not everybody in Imperial votes. Who doesn't vote? Tell your neighbor, who doesn't vote? Anyone below 18 years of age. Is that correct? So there you go. All right. So that means total residents of Imperial should be our population. All right. Send that in, please. Let's do another one. Don't copy this one, and it reads, example 1, Super Q. All City of Imperial police personnel who drink energy drinks. Or B, all City of Imperial police personnel. Tell your neighbor which one is population and which one is sample. Which one is population, which one is sample? You don't copy that one, but I want you to write it on the screen. Which one goes to A? Where does A go? Where does B go? Write it on your screen, please. Where does A go? Where does B go? All right. All right, let's go over here to Aubrey. What is A? A is sample. Hands if you agree with that. That is correct. And why? Because they're talking about only the people that what? Drink energy drinks. Does everybody drink energy drinks? No, I don't. So that means this one is B for the entire population. From 1 to 5, how comfortable are you with the different types of collecting data? Yes? Population versus samples. 5, 5, 5. Thank you. All right, next. Focus, please. So, continuing on with introducing statistics. Focus, please. So, to statistics, we're going to be collecting 2 types of statistics. We know data. We have different types of data. But statistics is broken down into 2, descriptive versus inferential. Here's the Venn diagram. Look up, please. For both of them, we collect data and we organize data. Are we there so far? Okay. However, descriptive, think about it. If you were to give me a definition just using this word, tell your neighbor what this sounds like. Descriptive. What does that sound like? Yeah, to describe or details Or in other words, here's a key word, facts. Facts. Are we there so far? Next, inferential compared to facts is what? Estimations, predictions, or probability. So copy this in your notes, please. This prayer model. Copy that. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Descriptive versus inferential. Both of them is data collection and organization. However, a key word for descriptive, the word that I would circle is facts. And for inferential, the word that I would circle would be either predictions or probability, either one of those. Give you some time, copy that. All right, here we go. So, two types of statistics, descriptive over inferential. Let's see how well we got this. Look up, please. Y'all ready? All right, don't copy this. Pay attention, let me read it to you. And it reads, example number 2, what kind of statistic is being used? Here goes the example. The average price of a 30-second ad for the Super Bowl is $2.5 million. All right? So tell your neighbor, if you were to go and tell somebody this, reporting back, is that descriptive or inferential? What would be your final verdict? Tell your neighbor, please. Oh. All right. So, question. Are they reporting these back to somebody already? Yes. Do they already know how much it's going to cost? Yes. For 30 seconds, the average price is going to be how much? $2.5 million. That means this is what? Descriptive. Descriptive. Because you're just reporting back what you're seeing. Are we there? All right. Everybody with me so far? All right, let's go to the next one. Look up. It says, the state of California Air Resource Board predicts that by the year 2035, the state will only sell electric vehicles. Tell your neighbor what kind of statistics that is. All right. What would be the key word and what is it? Let's go with Sean. What is that? Descriptive or inferential? Inferential. What was the key word that made it that? That is correct. It's a prediction. Prediction. Hands if you got that. That is correct. Let's go and do another one. Here we go. This one, it says, a medical report states that taking statins is proven to lower heart attack. But some people are at slight high risk of developing diabetes when taking statins. So, talk to your neighbor, let them know what would be a key word and what kind of stats is that. See. Sean, pass him one. Camila? Descriptive or inferential? Descriptive. What was the key word that you saw that was descriptive? Statins is actually a drug. Proven. Proven. Proven is a fact. A fact. That's why it is descriptive. Go to the next one. Look up, please. It says, a survey of 2,234 people conducted by the Harris poll found that 55% of the respondents said that excessive complaining by adults was the most annoying social media habit. All right, tell your neighbor what kind of statistic that is, and what would be your key word. All right. Camila, pass someone. Descriptive. And what was your key word? It's found. It's not predicted. It's actually found with a survey. All right? So from 1 to 5, how comfortable are you with this? All right, we got it. So with that said, I'm going to have you copy the first example of these that we did. So you can have it as a sample, and then I'm going to forward the home plate to your screen so you can get started with that. Copy this one, example number 2. Copy that one. All right, and for those of you that are following on YouTube, make sure you put in your practice. You have the code. See you guys next time. Peace.